darkest ground. But gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Clear sky. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Clear sky.
Hey guys, before I start the stream I have to do a little test flight, okay? Hey, 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 hey. Where did I get the hey, 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 hey from? G'day, guys. We've got Flight Surgeon Captain K. Thanks for joining us. A quick rush stream I decided to do in the Zibo. And quite frankly, I'm pretty rusty, so don't be surprised if I make some mistakes. I like my MD better, but anyway, you've got to try something different, haven't you? So I've got to learn how to open some doors on this sucker, so let's try here. I think that's it. Let's have a look outside. Hey, Vic, how do you pronounce that? Vixian? Or Zion? Anyway, all the doors and things seem to work. Very noisy though. Tell me, guys, can you hear the... how's the mic? Is it alright? I've got no way of knowing. So, guess where we are? Well, I suppose ANA is probably a dead giveaway. That's the Japanese budget carrier, I think it is. And the airport, I bet you can't guess that one. Flight Surgeon might know. I'll just call you Caleb. Okay, that's a bit easy. Yeah, Flight Surgeon, can you recognise this or not? Pretty neat sort of parking area. Parking area, is that what we call it? Terminals and gates and stuff like that. It is freeware. I think I got it at some stage of the game. It certainly looks better than what you'd expect from default. Whoa. Like I tell you where it is. If you can't guess, it's Chitose, and it's on the island of Hokkaido in the Japanese archipelago, I think you call it. And I'm going to be flying down to Narita, and why not? Because Narita's a new freeware add-on that looks pretty good. And this doesn't look too bad either, does it? Get away from that noise. From what I remember, Chitose, the Japanese built it or renovated or overhauled or whatever you want to call it for their Winter Olympics way back in whatever year, I can't remember. And there's these other runways alongside here. I'm not quite sure if that's the original or what, but I think these are the actives over here. What do we got here? What's that? 119 right. Yeah, that's what SimBrief have given me. So that looks like it. Don't know whether I can turn down that outside noise or not. That interior doesn't make any difference. Exterior doesn't help. And the master doesn't help. Anyway, let's see what we can do here. Yeah, I know what's going on. perhaps you can tell me, guys, can you, does all those outside vehicles sound like it's drowning the noise out? Because it's, for me, it's very loud. Okay, Simbra, forgive me a flight plan. So we'll put in our posita, and it's Romeo, Juliet, Charlie, Charlie. And Narita is Romeo, Juliet, Alpha, Alpha. Company route, yes. Where are we? Romeo, Juliet, Alpha, Alpha. I think it's a 01. Activate that. Flight number is going to be Alpha, November, Alpha 150. Yeah, thanks for that, guys. But if you should hear it through my headphones. Jeez. Okay, now this is where I'm a little bit rusty, so bear with me. I'm sort of too used to flying the dog. So I think we go to fuel and balance, payload. Yeah, fuel, okay. I think I can do this. Block fuel 20138. Okay, so now we've got to fill her up, haven't we? I think what we do is we go here and where is it? Where is it? Oh. Set chocks, bed push back to. Got to find out where the save the load fuel. Now that's something else I've got to try and figure out is how to start the load. Used to be, was it ground services? Nope. Now I've got to go honey for this, haven't I? Would it be under fuel and balance? Oh, there it is. Good. If it turns red, I know it's filling up, and if we look outside, yeah, it should be there. Yep, there we go. I got that part all right. Now what I might do is I might start the service crews on the ground, start them loading up, which they're already doing, probably finished doing. Yeah, they're sitting there, there's nothing there. Okay, now we go back fuel and balance. I've got the payload in, it's filling up. Now payload total, I think this is where I can put it in. That worked. Okay, all right. So once the fuel is finished loading, which it still is loading. Yeah, oh, it's got a way to go there. I know that's how much the actual fuel is. So once it reaches that, we'll be right. Now what I might do is, I think I'm going to get rid of that noise outside. It's driving me nuts. Can't get rid of the fuel yet until that's finished. I think what happens is once it's full, he disappears anyway. See if I'm right. And it's still got a little way to go. Alright, while we're waiting for that, let's stop that and let's get our packs on board. May as well start up the APU while we're here. Still lining up for the IRS, so I'll wait for that as well. Well, it's taken its time. We've still got a bit to go. So I don't think I can fill out anything here until that's done. Although I can put in the flight. Sim brief is saying fly level 360. Our cruise wind is going to be 260. 065. Our outside temperature is going to be minus 47 at Celsius. Transition altitude automatically calculated in the Zibo. Reserves 3. Cost index is 40. So, as soon as that's done, I can hit the button there. Well, our passages are on and our luggage and stuff's all done, so I still can't move that. Oh yes, I can. Let's get rid of them, eh? Let's see if they will go. Well, there goes the fuel truck, so that means that that's finished. That's good. Back. Now, hello. That's all I need, isn't it? Is that someone reversing outside? Well, so I can put this in now. Execute that. Limit. Okay, we're going to do rate. We'll go to 4.5. Take off. Laps will be 5. Now, I don't think it automatically puts in the centre of gravity anymore with this one. Yep, you got to do it yourself. 137, 139. Now, I'm not sure what's making all the noise, but I go up here, and I think maybe is it because we've got that's it. I think that's new to me. Basically, it's saying that once the APU is fired up, you don't need the ground power anymore. So what do I do here? I go in here and I disconnect that. And we can get our passengers seated.
be seated and fasten your seatbelt.
So that's 36. Okay, so we can go here and let's close all our doors, eh? That's done. Okay, back to fuel and balance. Okay, performance takeoff. I think, not quite sure how to do this. Takeoff weight. Takeoff weight. All right, I've got that. 142.857. Enter that. Not showing that. Now, I've got to come back to this when we work out the runway and things like that. So centre of gravity is going to be a bit of a challenge for me. Yeah, performance landing approach. No, payload. Ah, here we go. Gross weight. Centre of gravity is 27.7. 27.7. All right, let's see what happens here. Trim 450. I think that's done it. I know if it's wrong, won't I? Hey, Captain Alberto, how are you? Thanks for dropping in, mate. This is just one of those spur of the moment streams I decide to do. To tell you the truth, I don't get a chance to do it too often because there's too many interruptions in the home. There's nothing worse than someone bursting in, you know, and they start talking to you without realising you're on the microphone, and everybody around the world can hear it. Okay, so we've got our V1 set in, right? Let's have a look at our actual legs. We're going Butos, Jugum, they'll be our first waypoints. So if we have a look at our departures, now according to SimBrief, runway 19 right. But what we can do, I've got active sky up, and it says here, candidate runway 19 left, 19 right. And we've also got a QNH of 1011. Look at our winds. Whoa, 180 degrees at 12 knots. So, yep, that's going to move things along. Outside temperature is 24, I've got to remember that. 24 degrees. So let's go over and put the QNH in. Before I forget. I think it's up here we do it, isn't it? What did I say it was? 101. Oh God, there's my memory. 10, yeah, 1011. So that's done, and I think, does this automatically come in? How do you do this, fellow? Oh, there it is. Yeah, it does. It's automatic. And is it automatic for our first officer? Yes, it is. Okay, let's get back to our over here. Let's go home. Let's go to Avitab. Let's put our airport in. Captain Bombasso, thanks for joining the stream. So our airport is Romeo, Juliet, Charlie. I think it's pronounced Chitose. I'm not sort of up on Japanese that much. Okay, let's just put our airport in so we know where we are. while that's happening, oh no, I better not. I think we've got to stop that. That helps. Go back here. Okay, let's see. We're sitting here. And we've got to get over here. If we're going to be using 19 right, I think that's it in there. Yeah, there it is. Not far to go. Okay, so that's that bit. Back here, departures. Now let's have a look down and see what we've got again for our leg. Butos Jugum Gugby. Look at all of them. Well, according to SimBrief, Tobby 2, that one. We'd be lost without SimBrief. Well, 19 right is here, I imagine. There. Looks like we're going to go up and do a circle around. Head for the Chitose VOR and then down to Tobby. Alright, let's see if we can put that in. So departure, runway 19 right. And we were looking for Tobby. Tobby 8. That's the one. These are all your transition points. Okay, let's have a look. Legs. Spin over here. Our alignment is in. Oh, it looks like it's straight out. Let's have a look at our steps. Oh yeah, it's straight out. There we go. No, don't have to do any turn back at all. I've got the modes assigned to my joysticks so that I can do range in just by flicking in and out. Yeah, 160. Come back 20 down to 5, and then I've got my different modes on the up switch. So that's your steps, that's your what do you call it, map, is it? Yeah, that's your map or your plan. And then for your VORs and things there. Alright, so we've got everything there. I'd say we're just about ready. Let's just get our yaw damper on. I'll just go down the flow a bit. We've got our fuel pumps on. I think we're going to be using a centre tank, are we? Where is it? Here it is. Yep. Didn't think it was going to be all that long to fly. It's just a bit over an hour. Anyway, we'll put those on. Don't need to touch anything here just yet. Anti-collision will come on in a minute. I don't know what the landing altitude is, but we'll pick that up on the way. We're going to have to put the bleed on in a minute for our engine. The packs will come off. I think we're just about ready. Oh yeah, we can pull this over to APU Gen, this one over to TR1. Everything's right. Let's look for a pushback. What's that doing on? Now we'll set to RTO. Let's have a look down here. It's on alt standby at the moment. We'll flick over to RA as we get going. And I think we're right. Let's have a look. Oh, look at all these guys in the way. Yeah, where am I off to? I'm going to get rid of those fellows. I can do that just by hiding them all. There we go. And from my point of view, it stops a lot of the background noise. Okay, so I think, am I wrong? Am I right? Is that the one? I think it's this way. Here we go, it's over there. There we go, that's 19 right, that's where we're departing. So, looks like I've got to come out back. Where am I? Yeah, come out, follow this taxiway all the way down to about there, straight out. So that means we'll be doing a left, tail to the left. So everything right there. Back to home. Ground services. Where are you? Where are you? Better pushback. Pre-plan it. Oh. Looks like I must have flown here once before. I think I did actually. It's already set up, ready to go.
Alright, Captain. Got the directions. Let me know through the menu when you're ready.
Well, we're ready now. Oh, look at all that. Oh. We're about to push back.
Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
Now, before I do anything more, I know what I have to do. I'll have to put in our altitude with flight level 360. We'll probably go straight up there because there's no ATC on. I'm not going to worry about it. We need a runway heading, don't we? $182.
Alright. Looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
That's nice of you. Should have added 5 to that, shouldn't I? No, I'll leave it at that. I think I got everything.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Tow's connected, bypass pins inserted. Go and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go. Here comes the pushback. Light 'em up.
Okay, packs come off. We've got our bleed on, so that's right. We should be able to start this one first. Let's have a look. That's moving nicely, okay. Didn't mess that up. I'm going to set our flaps. Gee, she goes up to N2 a lot quicker than the MD 80. Takes a long time to get up to N2. Should have had anti-collision light on, shouldn't I have? That should go over to auto in a minute. Gonna click. Is it gonna click? Yep, thank you. Over to continuous. Start off engine, the left engine. Everything looking cool. Okay, should we look at our N2 for the lift engine? Oh, it's already there. Wow. Certainly not used to that happening so fast. That should click over now. There you go. Okay, once he's over, we can put on our main jennies. We can get rid of the APU. We can turn off the bleed. We can put on the packs to auto. And we can put the pitot heat on. I think we're right for the moment.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Good timing.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment. And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the right. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
I'm going to switch over to AA right now. And we'll start the timer. I think we started up here, don't we? Check out our flight controls, no doubt. I think they're around here somewhere. There we go. All the way forward, all the way back. All the way to the left, all the way to the right. And we'll do our pedals. And we should be right to move. So off goes our handbrake. At least don't have anybody yelling stabilizer motion. And if someone's still there watching, can you tell me if you can hear the engine sounds okay? That they're not too low? The last recording I did in the MD, it was all my voice and nothing else. So do I need to turn up exterior, interior at all? I've got a way to go here, haven't I? Hello, someone's playing chicken with me. Okay guys, I just got to stop there for a minute and pause. Oh no, phone stopped, phone went, I missed it. It'll probably ring again. What I might do is I might just line up and just see what that phone call was about. Although,
Approaching 19 right.
alright, if we put on our auto throttle, put on our lights, we should be able
On
to.
runway 19 right.
We should be right to go. Okay, Togo. Airspeed's alive.
knots.
Check.
V1, rotate. Positive rate.
Okay, gear up. Yeah.
400.
Check. I must admit,
1000.
the old Zibo does handle pretty well. Let's have a look. Flaps. Oh, yeah, flaps can come up. Okay. VNAV. Oh, didn't want to. Good idea if I put on our. Just. It's something I forgot. Hang on. I'll make sure the other side is on. Now it should work. Doesn't want to work. Yeah, it's working. Flaps all the way up. Back on track, yep. Flaps should come up all the way. Now we can put our landing gear to there and we can turn this back. We've got TARA is on. 4,000 feet. And it's goodbye to Chitose. And while I'm climbing, guys, I'm just gonna check that phone. Yeah, Captain K, we've just going to land in 30 seconds.
If you are not an Advantage member, you can sign up at aa.com/join to earn miles for today's flight and continue earning miles with our retail and travel partners. Our Advantage Aviator MasterCard is another great way to earn miles for everyday purchases and enjoy benefits such as your first checked bag free, preferred boarding, and no foreign transaction fees. Not an Aviator card member? See a flight attendant and receive an exclusive offer when you apply in-flight today. Shortly, we will begin our in-flight service. We offer a selection of complimentary beverages. Wi-Fi service is available on this flight.
What? What's happened to my passengers?
And open your browser. You can access
I left my passengers behind. Looks like we've got a
Please keep your
restriction here.
and visible to the crew when the seatbelt sign is on. As turbulence
11,000 or below until
open an overhead compartment, use caution. As
for a while, another 6 nautical miles, and then we can start climbing. Must be some sort of a height restriction around here. Tell you what would be handy on Zibo is if these could pop out, you know, the PFD and the MF. Well, you don't need the PFD, but if the MFD could pop out, that wouldn't be too bad. It is, yeah, Captain K. Haven't figured out what type of cargo I got. Japanese noodles, maybe? Sushi? Well, it's 2 days in a row I've had good weather flying up here in Japan. Whoop, what am I doing? There we are. That's a great waypoint. No, that pansy. Would you believe, Captain K, just on the way to Okinawa from, say, Osaka or something like that, there's a waypoint called Mad Dog. We don't need this anymore, do we? Let's have a look at Narita. Whoa, we've got all the information there. Wonder what the weather's like down there. Oh, nothing available. All right. So first off, let's have a look at our airport. Ooh, 40 entries there. That's probably the one we want. Now, according to SimBrief, if the weather holds the way it does, it's a 16 right, which is up here. Looks like we've got to come in the back door. Well, that's going to be interesting. All right. I'll have a look at Active Sky and see what they say. Briefing. 16 left or 16 right. Wonder why I can't take 16 left. Because I'm going to be coming in from this way. I think it'd make sense to go into this one first, wouldn't it? Somehow I think Simbrief's approach is going to be wrong. So what we might do there is just have a look at what's available. First off, let's go down and see what our waypoints are like. So we got Gurup and Swamp, and before that Antak Bongo. So one of those might lead us into 16, 6 left. All right, and we'll look back here. Supok, was that one of them? Got to keep going backwards and forwards. Oh, I better set the barrow over to 113 standard. Okay, back to what I was doing. Gurup. Got Gurup. Swamp. I don't think we're going to be using the swamp. Not with this runway. Previous one is intact. See what we got there, over here. So here's a swamp. South, well, that'd be the south arrivals, which we're not interested in. Well, let's have a look. Oh, look at that. Well, that's not going to be any good to us because we're wanting 16 left, which is there. We're looking almost like straight in if we're coming from Swamp. So we'll give that one a miss. And we'll have a look at this one. I think the N might be for north. Sometimes it tells you the 16 left and 16 right. There we go. So I got a sneaking feeling that we're going to have to come down from Swamp all the way down here, because Narita's like this, down to Spitz and Casio Gemin, and swing around to do 16 left. Now, if we would have stuck to Simbrief, it would have come down here. You would think it would be going up this way, but I don't think it's meant to. This might be the way. Let's have a look. So if we look at Swamp and some of these transition points, we've got Beetle, we've got AA 653, Alpha 654, and Spitz should be in there. Casio, Gammon. So if we get all those, we should be right. XB72, g'day, how are you? Thanks for dropping in. I'm in the middle of trying to sort out the arrival into Narita, and look at that. That's a real... I know Narita's like that, and Narita, they never let you come in from this side. you've always got to go around and come round, so yeah, it gets a bit complicated. Anyway, let's have a look. I'm going to try for the 16, the ILS 16 left. There's a Y, there's a Zulu, yeah, Yankee or Zulu. Well, let's take for the Yankee. There's our transition points there. So let's have a look at Gemini. Wow, look at all of those. Swamp G. Ah, there's our Gemini Lakes. Don't know about Norma. Let's have a look. Legs. Ah, thank you. Steep descent after Vixen. Spitzcasio. Here we go. Spitzcasio Gammon. We got a birdie. Okay. I like that. Steep descent. Push to reset fuel. Oh, it must be run out of. Are we out of centre fuel? Yep, that's what it is. Okay, we can turn those two off. That should clear the annunciator. Yep. Okay, let's have a look at our modes. Let's go back first to legs. We'll follow this. Might close the top of the descent already. That should close the top of climb. That doesn't look right. Oh, hang on, that's page 2. That's better. Had me worried. AVO, yeah, mate, we're landing in about 20 seconds. Okay, there's our top of descent. Down we go. Down, 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 around. It's almost like a, what do you call it? DME arc, isn't it? Down we go, left, right, sorry, Casio. And we're going to be coming in there. Looks like a, is that going to be a fairly sharp turn there? I should be right. That's good. I've still got to wait for top of descent. Right. Let's have a look. So the ILS is 11070. Flaps 15 will be 159. Flaps 30. I'm going to go for 30. I like 30. So 3146. I got another 5 to mess around. That makes 151 maximum. 110.70. Ooh, the sun's on that, isn't it?
1,000 to go.
I think I got it right. And that should be at 157. Let's get it in. What was that? Okay, some You look after yourself, Avio. That's can be a pretty scary thing. Uh, 67. Come on. Okay, there we go. So we're set up for our ILS approach. Let's get our fixed rings in. And it's Romeo Juliet Alpha Alpha. Yeah, we'll go for 20 nautical mile. We'll go for 1 at 10. And 1 at 5. That's done. Okay, back to the legs. Let's have a look. Top of descent. 215 nautical miles. Okay. Okay, so we know what our arrival is going to be. Let's have a look and see what the approach is going to be like. ILS Yankee. Oh, there we go. That was top of the pile. ILS Yankee. Or localizer runway 16 left. Well, yeah, it's almost like a DM. It is a DME arc. Well, I'm not going to do that today. This is going to be a tight squeeze in here. Yeah. Going to be quite a turn. We're going to be hitting the feather right on the end. So what have we got for a missed approach? So runway heading is 157. I'm pretty sure. Whoop, hang on. Did I just? Yep, 157. So that is the runway heading. Climb 600 feet on a heading 157. Turn left. Climb to 6,000. So you can't do any right turns, because it brings you over the city, and then go by the VOR radial 096 and to hold. Our runway elevation is 135. Wrong one. Looks like we have to stick to 150. That'll be close enough. How are we going? Orlando Avatar, thanks for dropping in. Yeah, where was I? Okay, we've got, looks like 3,000 feet. Gee, that's going to be tight. 3,000 at Amity. It's going to be real tight. Make sure I got my bank angle all the way out, over to, what, 30. And let's have a look at our decision height, ILS. Decision height 335 for a straight in landing. $335. Yeah, all set up. Yeah, quick look at active sky again. And we've got QNH at Narita of 1012. I know what I didn't do. Damn it. I didn't muck around with the performance for takeoff. Missed all of that, see? Should have put the runway in the wind direction. Oh, it didn't put me into trouble, so. Performance landing, okay, we know, here we go, one, yep. To do condition dry, I would hope so. The wind, let's go back then. The wind will be 220 degrees at 8 knots. Now I think you put, is it 0.8? No, I don't know how to do this. You can't just put 8, that doesn't move. Hang on. I don't think you can just put 8, can you? No. Wind, what do I do? For 8 knots. Not 0.8, is it? Okay guys, somebody help me. How do I put in the wind speed at the airport? 0. It's 8 knots. Do I have to put that in front of it? No. Quite sure how to do that. Thought I knew. Or is it just 8? No, you can't put KT on it. Put the whole wind. What's a whole wind? Oh, avio, yeah, XX. Oh, all right. Oh, hang on. Now I get you. Thank you, sir. See if this works, eh? I forgot what I got to put in, but let's have a look. 22008. 22008. That gonna work? Nope. It wouldn't let me put in that slash. So 220. Why let me do that? It wouldn't let me put the slash in though. See that? See? 220 slash won't show up. That doesn't want to work even if anything. I'll just exit this and hit this again. Ah, there we go. 08. Enter. Thanks. We got it, Avio. I had to go back and start again and something stuffed up. So, flaps 40? No. 30. Air conditioning, I think that is. I'm not quite sure what that is. Well, brakes, yeah, I'll use all of them. Landing weight, now that's something I don't know. VREF, add 5. Well, VREF. Let's see. I worked it out, it was 151. I think that's a bit fast. Ah, okay. There's another trick to doing this, then, isn't there? Do you have to add the 5? There's VREF. Okay, it's 146. Add 5. See what happens. Nope. Another thing I've got to learn. I'm not going to worry about it. I got most of that in there. I'm certainly going to have to read up on this, but landing weight's the bit that's got me. Do I go and have... Is it going to tell me here? Oh, did we go back and have a look at the legs? Does that tell me anything? Brian, no chance, man. 1,000. Oh dear. Wishful thinking there, I'm afraid. I think it was XP who told me that if you really want to lift up your subs, you've got to put your horrible face on a camera, and it makes a big difference. I mean, look at Avio's face. I mean, can you imagine he gets subs with a face like that? Well, you imagine my face, believe me. I'd lose the subs. XP gets so many subs because he's so handsome and he's got the hand of God. Yeah, let's have a look. We're looking descent, eh? Does that tell me anything? No. Not quite sure whether you can... ooh. I don't know where you find that. Does it tell me here? Yeah, it says landing weight. I'm not going to worry about it. I'll do the right thing and read up on it. What, your shine, Avio, or XP's shine? Oh dear, oh dear. Okay. Where are we? Abby tab. Let's have a look and see what the map says. Can we get in close? Oh no, I think we've got another 133 to go. Oh, that'll go in no time. We're already over the main island of Honshu. If the hand of God came in through my door, it'd probably just to slap me around a bit. Yeah, well, I think, gee, we are getting close. If you know your geography, I think it's the islands are Hokkaido, Honshu, Kyushu, Shikaku, or something like that, and then all the way down to Okinawa. Now I better keep my eye on the ball here. So where are we? Brian, yeah, I was thinking, what about a pirate's patch and a red bandana on the head? Yeah, XP, yeah, she must be obeyed, believe me. Yeah, the broomstick of God, yeah. I, I was, as you know, AVO, I was watching your stream before, and I brought up Geo, and and he's still asleep. He was still asleep. I think he went about, was it 7 hours last night? And Captain K will probably know this. I'll give him a hard time trying to get him to do one more flight. Yeah, I think he was half asleep. Yeah, he who must be obeyed. Yep. So we're guessing that the what was his name again? I forget. He's the one that wears the pants. Okay, we're at this top of the set now. I'm just going to put something up now. I hope it doesn't give you a fright. Is it like that? So over here, you got the same waist size. Well, okay. I'll show you my intro if you like. I can play that. There's no reason why I can't. So stand by for this one. Hey guys, before I start the stream, I have to do a little test flight, okay? Well, so much for fun. And 88 to top of descent. Yeah, Brian, there's a YouTube video, there's plenty of them actually around about some of the early efforts at flying, and okay, you've got to laugh. I mean, there's so many funny things, but you've got to give them full marks for dedication, you know, to try some of those contraptions. I mean, the guys who ran along the ground flapping their arms, I mean, you can't help but laugh because they try so damn hard, you know, but it just doesn't work. The one that I felt sorry for though, and it doesn't always appear in you know, compilation of these things, is that poor guy in France who thought he could make a parachute suit, so that, you know, a bit like these guys you see that you know, that jump off the top of a mountain and they sort of fly down with these wingsuits. Well, this guy was the very first to, or one of the very first to try it out. And he climbed up on top of the Eiffel Tower, up to you know, one of the higher levels, and yeah, you had to feel sorry for him because he's standing on the edge and he's getting himself all ready, and you can see him sort of, will I do it? Will I do it? Am I going to do it? And of course, I suppose to prove the point, he took the plunge and he just went straight down, and obviously just killed outright, you know. But some of those guys were just crazy, maybe, but gee, they were brave to do what a lot of them did. And we wouldn't be here today with aircraft and flight like we are if it wasn't for a lot of those guys. I think I've already set my, I did it earlier, I didn't mean to, but I'm pretty certain I set my bank angle to 30 because I think I'm going to need it for that turn. What I probably would have liked to have done was add an extra waypoint in. You can actually do it in some of these in this FMC, and I believe that IXCG FMC, when it's all upgraded, you are going to be able to put extra waypoints in without having it crash on you like it used to, or like it still does. I know I tried it in IXCG and it just messed things up, but in this particular case I probably would have liked to have had another waypoint up here before I do the turn into the the faff. Actually, Brian, there was another one where some guy had it was a glider type aircraft, and he took off down the slope, and the thing seemed to be quite good, you know, for early glider, and he started to go down, and all of a sudden it sort of looped up in the air, and like a full loop, and he got thrown out of the seat. He wasn't quite prepared for it to do the fast loop, and he obviously those days they never wore seat belts, because it didn't look like it was totally out of control. It just went up and looped, and it just flipped him out. And of course, you know, he comes down, and no way in the world he would have survived it. Anyway, getting close. Yeah, we'll see how we go with that. Probably put in I'm just looking at my moving map on another screen at the moment. CF16L. Oh, look at that. Yeah, could have put in another waypoint there. Where's Gemini? Go back to this one. Yeah, Gemini. CF161. So to Gemini. Just going Norma. Glare. I might get away with it. It's going to be a bit of a tight turn into there. That's probably our final approach fix there. So initial approach fix there. Initial fix. Well, if I mess it up, I'll fly it in. Okay, if I remember right, it was 3,000, so I'm going to put that in now. Come out close to top of descent. And a double check on our Q&H, see if anything's changed there. We can do it by this, lock to aircraft. There we go, still one, what's it doing? Oh, lovely. 220 degrees now and 10 degrees, sorry, 10 knots gusting 20. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, these things just come along all of a sudden, don't they? Okay, we Q&H is 1012. Don't know why Zibo changed that Q&H barrow down there. It's such small writing. It used to be pretty well much the same size as that. Here's our VRF here. Coming up top of descent in a minute. Oh, it's some gusting. Wow. This is going to be interesting, isn't it? I'm glad I stuck to 30 knots. I think I'm going to be coming in at 150. There's even a crosswind there. I bet it's part of the same deal. Let's have a look. There. So that was 200 and... It was 200 and... What was it? 220 degrees. Oh, it's that way, isn't it? $220. So we got 180 here, so 220's that way. It's going to be getting a crosswind from the right, I would say. Yep. Oh well. Yeah, just about there. There we go. Okay, let's set this to, I know it's a pretty long runway, but I want to pull up if it's gusty.
Please return your seat. Keep your seatbelt fastened for the remainder of the flight.
Doesn't sound very Japanese, does he? Yeah, we got our fixed rings there. 52 knots over speed. Oh yeah. Okay, sorry, I should have put the drag required. I should have looked. You certainly notice a big difference with this aircraft and during the descent phase compared to the MD-80. You seem to be twice as busy with the MD. So I'm just sitting here and just twiddling my thumbs a bit. There's a lot more to do on it, but that's why I like the aircraft. Actually, it's a lot busier. Actually, I'm just going to have a quick look to see if there was any ATC on. No, it's absolutely nothing. Not a thing. And we got, I'm not on VATSIM, so even with me on and VATSIM, there's only 2 aircraft coming into Narita. Not quite sure where they're coming from. They're big long distances. I'd say some of them coming over from US, one from down south, but no, there's nothing. And Haneda, there's 3 coming into Haneda, but yeah. Right, let's have a look. Still drag, eh? What have we got? 272. Ooh, gee, then what's us down to 240 soon? Is that all the way down? Yeah, it is. It's not slowing down, is it? Although the point is there, it's lining up, it's okay, we're lined up with it. Speed brake arm, didn't want to arm that. So we're picking up the DME to 49 miles with the VOR. He's wanting to speed up again. I don't know, we're not looking good there. We're still at flight level 320 and we're supposed to be down to 13,130 by 10. Oh boy, something's gone wrong there. Don't like this. That's not right. I'm glad to hear that, Brian. I got a problem, haven't I? Look at this. I should be well below that. I don't know what happened there. She only dropped from flight level 36 to 31 and I'm should be at 240 knots and down to 1,300. This is going to be tight. Okay, let's go over and look at our vertical speed and see if we can get it down. I don't think I'm going to make it. I really have to, and we're going to speed up like mad, of course. So let's take over. Speed intervention, can I? Oh, what am I doing there? I can put that on 157 anyway. And let's see if we can drop this speed back. Should be at 240 already. I bet you we overspeed. Now we've got to manage this baby, haven't we? Got to see if I can get it down to 9,000, and that's not going to happen. Although I might get lucky here because we're going to be sitting at 9,000 for let's have a look at the next page. Yep, we've got a few nines that we can play with. If I can get it down within, I doubt it, but let's have a look with 714, 23, 31. I don't think so. Don't know what happened there. It just started at descend, but it got itself lost. If I can, I'm going to really be pushing my luck. What I might have to do is, I've got to be careful here because it's all restricted. I might be able to come around and just keep going and come back to myself. Let it get down to the 3,500. Was it 3.5? Yep. Oh, 3,000. Double check that. $3,000, yep. I'll probably vector myself after I get down here. because I don't think I'm going to manage to get to 9. What have we got? We're supposed to be got to be 6,000 above at Abbott. Where's Abbott? Abbott? That can't be right. Well, we've got Alpha 654. I've seen that. There we go. So that's 9, and we're supposed to be at 9,000 there. And I don't think we're going to manage that. G'day, Gio. Late to the party. Did you just get out of bed? Bomber clap. Well, I've got my 240 okay in the speed, so I'm not over speeding, but what are we going down at 2,000 feet? Wonder whether we can make that just a little bit faster. Pushing my luck, I think, but as long as she doesn't overspeed, I can keep her under control. Still maintaining our 240. Well, I'm happy about that, but 210, and we're supposed to be to 9. This is going to be fun. This reminds me of your flight the other day to Athens, XP, with when you're too high and had to take over, wouldn't descend. Usually the Zibo's pretty good at this, but unless I've done something totally wrong. Still keeping at 240, which I'm happy about. Transition height should be 14,000. Yeah. Something to be learned, isn't there? Instead of relying totally on, full automated this, that, and the other thing. It doesn't hurt every once in a while to have to take over because something doesn't quite work out. Let's have a look. Yep, going to be pulling around. We'll be making a turn. We're going to be about 20 nautical miles out when we hit that fixed ring. Down to 15. We're not doing too bad. Could be worse. So we're supposed to be 210 knots at Spitz, so why not? Let's drop it down anyway. This won't hurt. I don't need to slow it down that much if I'm going to be vectoring myself out. Here we go, here's our barrow. So that's right. Yeah, see, we're still sticking to that. It's going to come down slowly to 210. Okay, now we're doing our turn. We're down to 12. Still need to be at 6. Don't think we're going to drop 6,000 in 70. We might. We can handle the 238. See, we're dropping in speed now, so we can handle that. There's the turn. Now you can see we're going to have to go there and see if we can spin her around. That's where the fun and games is going to be. So we're coming up to 10,000. I think we might get lucky. We might. What's it looking like out here? Narita should be over here somewhere. Looking pretty foggy, misty. Okay, let's keep our eye on the ball here. I'm going to put the lights on now before I forget. Let's go continuous as well. I don't think there's anything else that we need to do up here. If I can get this down, I can flick it back over to VNAV and it might just take over. Speed's not quite down to where it should be. So we've got another 11 nautical miles to 6. Come on down. We're gonna get close. If I can get to that 6 by 8, there's only another 2 to go. Only thing is the speed, but we've got our drag out. If I could get that down a little bit to 210, then we can get some flaps down to slow us down. Quite an approach, isn't it? With 7, 6, I think we're going to get there. It's still hovering up around the 240, but that's okay. I think we're going to make it. I think we are. Let's see what happens. Now it should take over. Our speed's going to come down. I think, I'm not sure, is that 6? It's probably, there we go, it's coming down. Leveling off at 6. Down comes the speed. It should come down to 210 because that's what it says. Well, I'll give Zibo full marks. It picked up on that. I'm going to take one flap. You know what I've got to worry about is this damn turn. We should be seeing some action here soon with the localizer. Yeah, look at the speed dropping off right now. I don't think we need drag anymore, quite frankly. Let's clear that away. It'll tell me if it needs. There we go. See, it's increasing speed, so it doesn't need that. We've got 190 to. It's hanging around 210, 290. I've never landed on a taxiway yet. I may have aimed for one by mistake, but I've never landed on one. Oh, we need flaps, don't we? We do need flaps. Let's have a look. Yep, might even go to 10. Or was that 15? Now we'll go 10. You beauty. Now let's hope we can get down to 4,000. Is it going to? Got to be down to 4,6 at 7. Oh, we can do it. We're up for our big turn in a minute. Come on down. Come on down. I think we've got an airport over here somewhere. Here we are. That's the DME arc there, but we're not following that. Yeah, here's our turbulence. Let's have a look. What have we got? Yeah, wind from that. That's right. It should be coming from the right when we do that turn. Now we're coming down to the 4/6. Oh, beauty. Well, except for that failure to top of descent, it looks like we've been able to pick up. And then if we're hovering around the 163, that's a bit slow, isn't it? Probably wouldn't hurt to take another. Oh no. I know why we're getting buffeted. From this side. So we should be 4,600 in, well, by now, which we're close to it. We should be right. We've got to be down to 1,800 at Birdie. Or 2,800 or below in the next 7. We're coming up to the 3 soon. Let's take another lot of flaps. Should see some action here soon, I hope. Have I got everything right there? 1573, or we've dialed in our ILS. This is where we're going to have to straighten up, swing around big time. Okay, there's a localizer. I might grab that as soon as I can. When she comes over here, we're on 155. I can drop the gear now. And we're coming down to our initial approach fix. We're at 155. Can arm the speed brake. 157. Gee, we're pretty well at our VREF there. Let's hope the turns. No sign of the ILS as yet. 158's okay. Probably take another flap set. Just that'll give us. Okie dokie, here we go. Come on, this. Oh, they won't pull over until we start the turn. And there's our green banana saying we're at 3 at that point, which is good. She'll level off now. Okay, now comes the turn. Yep, there's the localizer now. B-lock on. Hope this will put it around. It's going to be a bit of a turn. It's going to slide over that way. Still haven't seen any sign of the ILS yet. There it is. So we're below the glide path, which is good. She's coming down nicely. Ooh, now let's make sure it captures it, eh? Okay. Approach on, single channel, that's okay. Not going to mess around with the other water. Now let's see, have we got our glide slope? Yes, we have. Our speed, it's at 147 now anyway. I might leave it at that. Come on, girls, straighten up. I know it was a tight turn. Stay on the localizer. Stay on the glide slope. What's this stupid thing down here? Ah, why did that have to pop up? Stupid. Whoop. Oh, that's going to mess me up, isn't it?
2500.
Check, 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 check. Oh, here we go. Get out of the way. Didn't need that. Okay, what do we got flap setting? Yeah, down to 30. You can feel that wind a bit there, that crosswind. It's going to come from the right. Let's have a look here. Yep, there we go. Whoa, look at it. Look at it. It's gusting around. Oh, jeez. I'm going to have fun here, aren't I? Well, come on, guys. You're going to have to sit down big time now. Yeah, I saw that. Didn't need it now, though, did I? And I think, hasn't there been a warning that the NVIDIA drivers the last lot have been pretty buggy? All right, guys, you're going to see something now. She's gusting 12 knots. Meh. Just keep an eye on that. So we're all clean. We've got 3 green. There's my 3 green up there. We've got flaps 30. We're at 148, 150, 147. Okay, we've got the glide slope.
1,000 feet. Stay
Check.
Mr. Bertrand, please,
I'm just going to let it come in a little bit by itself before I take over, because, yeah, that crosswind.
Approaching 16 left.
That's a little bit. I've actually done an auto land in this, but no, that makes life too easy, doesn't it? Okay, my aircraft.
400.
Well, let's see how we go with that crosswind. A bit of manual trim on it. We got a displace threshold here.
300.
Bit high. And that crosswind's not giving me too much trouble.
200. Approaching minimums. 100. Minimums.
Continue.
50. 40.
Long landing, 6,000 feet, remaining 5 1,000 remaining. 4,000
Whoa, yeah, it's a
remaining.
bouncy.
3,000 remaining. 2,000 remaining. 1,000
Come on.
500
Ooh,
remaining.
running off the end of the runway.
Caution on taxiway. On taxiway.
Yep, on taxiway. That was bad. Look at this. She won't stop. Was the reverses working? Yeah, they were. Don't know what happened there, but ooh, we got a fire. Don't know what happened there. Come in too hot there, that's for sure. It's a wonder it's in one piece, isn't it? I should have gone around XP. Yeah, I know. I don't know what happened there. I really messed that up, and I have no idea where I am. Let's have a squeeze here, right? Maybe this will help me. I'm probably not even at Narita. Oh yes, I am. Oh well. Don't know how far to go back. Oh God. Oh well, that'll make the headlines. Let's just clean things up a little bit here, eh? How embarrassing. Yeah, she wouldn't pull up. I had full reverse thrust going. Actually, I probably only had idle thrust. I should have probably pushed the throttles all the way forward. That was another thing too. I left it too long to pull back on the throttles then, because I was a bit too used to do that MD. Okay, what else can I do up here? Put that one on, eh? And I think this fellow here goes probe goes there, eh? Oh, that was a shame. Still alive, only just though. I nearly went up into the forest. I can put that recording in the what is it? The best. That thing they run once a week, you know, with Twitch. What do you call it? Best moments or something? Yeah, Gio, you don't have the title now. It's gone to me. Let's just clean a few more things up here. Gee, it's a great airport though, look at that. I mean, just everything about it is just so good. I was enjoying that flight. It was pretty good up until the last. So Yeah, I shouldn't I, Captain K? Now, can I go this way? Yeah, stick to the Mad Dog and to the IXCG, and the IXCG is definitely going to get better. They're really working on it. I don't know if you saw the last video that what's the guy's name? Jan, is it Jan? He described a lot of the things that they were doing. Some of the outside stuff as well. I didn't realise that that they weren't getting the same sort of effects off the aircraft like we've seen on these others. How about we come in here, eh? Where are we? Where am I going? Over here. Now this airport's has got, I think it's got auto parking. I think, I might be wrong, but I know it has Sam. So let's have a look up the front here. Is it working? Oh yes, look at that. Look, isn't that good? It's got everything. Okay. Well, that should be right. Let's have a look. Okay, let's see what happens. What am I going to do? I know. I'll get this on. We can, what can we do here? Well, we can turn off one of the, these fuel pumps, leave one on. We can get the yaw damper off. That can stay over, that should have gone to Gen 2, but that doesn't matter. Hey, you know what? I didn't put my hydraulic pumps on. I flew the whole way with them off. Okay. Very good. That can go off. We can turn... it's off. Nothing should have worked, should have. Go figure that one. Oh boy. So the other thing is we can do is we can turn off our flight directors. Where are they? Over here. We can turn off our over to standby, and the next thing I suppose, engines off. Now to bring over the, I can hit the manual up here, but I'm just wondering whether it does it automatically. Anti-collision off. Does that do it? Ground power. We don't want ground power. And we've got EG. Everything's right there. I think we've got to do this manually, have we? Well, let's give it a shot. There we go. That's Sam. HD, you didn't miss anything, mate. I can tell you. Jeez. Dare I show you guys the replay? I suppose I'm probably going to have to. I think if I go to replay that this will probably back off and come back on again, but that doesn't matter. So, all right. Okay, I'm going to embarrass myself. Yeah, see, it's backing off. And the door's open. Yeah, I believe that when Sam comes across, it does does open the door. I don't know whether you can jump in here and close it. I'm not real sure. Back. See, that it won't do anything. Just going to have to come in with a door. Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, it couldn't be any worse, could it? Door open, rotten landing. Let's try it. Don't know how to stop that. Let's see what happens. Yeah, all right, let's see what happened here. A bit more. Okay. Brian, the auto brake setting was 2. Oh, that was tough. She wouldn't stop. There we go. Doing some lawn mowing. Taking out a few buildings. They didn't want that shed. Probably don't want the fencing either. Oh, shut up. Well, a bit of a crosswind there was but manageable. Oh, it's lined up reasonably well. Look at this. And she'd been keeling over. That's a goddamn short runway. That looks so damn short. It doesn't look... Oh, there's the halfway mark. God, that's a lot shorter than I thought. Just hang on a second, go back. Brian passing through the driveway. Yeah. What happened to it? Where am I? Oh, it's still coming. Okay, let's have a look at 5. Is it 5? No, 3. God, that was a long... Ooh, look at that. Bang. Oh, rip. Whips, what do you call that? Whip tail. I'm just going to... I don't dare take one from inside. The passengers will be puking all over me. To see what a five's like. I wish that had shut up. It's because I pulled the aircraft away when it was. I should have kicked it back. Boom. Oh, jeez. That's not bad, with the reflection there, is it? Here we go. Oh, lawnmower. Through everything, through this shed in a minute. Ah, well. Get a laugh out of it, don't we? I'm just curious. Have I got this airport? What's the length of it? Oh no. It's 8,000. That one's is that 13,000? In retrospect, I should have chosen that one. But anyway, 8,000's really cutting it a bit fine, isn't it? Anyway, that's it. It was fun. So I'll wrap it up now and say thanks to everybody that's come along. So I'll just rattle off through the names here. Flight Surgeon, Captain K, of course. Who else? Vixion, I hope I pronounced that right. We've got, who else down here? Alberto, Captain Berto. Thanks for coming, mate, if you're still around. Explain 1972, yep, thanks for dropping in and having me embarrass myself. Captain Bombasso, Avio, of course. Who else? As we go down, Orlando Aviator, thanks for dropping in. Brian, yeah, thanks, Brian. You can see, mate, probably you and I are probably better off sticking to McDonnell Douglas MD-80s. and who else? Well, this is about one of the biggest teams I've had for a while for coming in. Captain Geo, yeah, finally out of bed. And who else? Scrolling down, don't want to miss anybody. AvGeek 07. HD, of course, at the end. And that's it. Okay, guys, good. Thanks a lot for joining the stream, and we'll see you around, eh? See ya.